I want to tell you the time that I got a chance to experience Old Faithful close up at the radiation clinic. So let me set this up properly. When you go to radiation, this is not like a private spa arrangement where it's just you and, you've got incense and flowers and petals, floating around. It's just you in your little bathrobe. No, none of that. When you go to a radiation clinic, you in there like a long line, like a Disneyland line. Everybody's waiting to get in. And everybody's got to show up with a full bladder and an empty bowel. Now, you got to get this part, because if you don't have a full bladder, they can't see all of your prostate in order to shoot the radiation there. And if you have something left in your bowels, it can throw the little beam off and they'll burn your little booty hole. And you don't want that, because it's going to be like knives coming out of there if they start burning your booty hole instead of burning your prostate cancer. So you got to have that just right in order to make it through. And you got to time it perfectly. So they set up appointments and they stack us up, like welfare patients. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock, and everybody goes like clockwork. Everybody's got a job. And your number one job is not to hold the person up behind you, because they holding they piss too. One day I met Old Faithful. So I'm there and I'm waiting in line like everybody else for my treatment. And so I noticed the guy in front of me, he starts getting a little fidgety, And I thought, oh, well, he just might be nervous because, when you're dealing with cancer and all that kind of stuff, you get nervous about even having radiation put in you when you're trying to just deal with cancer. So you got to have an understanding mind, because everybody's going crazy because everybody thinks they're about to die tomorrow. So we doing radiation treatment so we can, die the day after tomorrow. But this dude started, and he my boy now. I ain't going to tell you his name because I told him I would give him privacy of his name. So he starts fidgeting. He's on the table. I'm looking at him. What's wrong with this dude? While I'm crossing my legs, trying to hold on to my piss. I don't want to get too off of it, and I don't want to laugh, because if I laugh, I'm gonna squirt out my damn self. And if you lose it, you got to go in the back of the line. That's 2 hours later. So he starts fidgeting. So, oh, maybe he's just itching, because they make you stand still for a long time. Maybe he's just itching. I didn't pay much attention. Then I heard him go, like his elbows and knees was hitting. I'm like, man, what's wrong with this dude? And then and then he starts shaking. And I'm thinking, oh, snap. This dude is about to have a seizure in the middle of a radiation treatment, but at least he had a hospital. If you got to have a seizure, this is the place to do it. And then all of a sudden, I heard a moan I hadn't heard since I was staying with my granddaddy. And the one time my granddaddy lost his bowels, and he was like, oh. This dude moaned just like that. And then I knew, it's about to be some shit.